When I moved out here from the Western Road, I became very friendly with the Burton family. That's John and Kevin. And John and Kevin had an older brother called Arthur. Arthur had an extensive record collection, and I would borrow a vinyl every once in a while and bring another one back and then borrow one. And if I really liked one of the vinyls, I would go to Tony Ryan's swap shop and basically buy it, or trade in and buy it. So I remember being out there once and saw Hot Rats by Frank Zappa. Now, I heard about Frank Zappa from the Complete Guitar Handbook, which was kind of a bit of a Bible for me. I didn't really have any guitar lessons before I went to America. I was autodidactic. So basically, I was, looking through that. And so Frank Zappa, interesting character. And basically, I saw the Hot Rats and I asked Arthur, would it be okay to borrow it? And he was like, listening to that at the moment, sorry. And I was like, is it good? And recommendation, yes, it's very good. So again, I went to Tony Ryan's swap shop and got myself a copy of Hot Rats. And it was incredible. I worked my way through the album, Son of Mr. Green Jeans, Peaches and Regalia, Gumbo Variations, Little Umbrellas, the whole lot. Just worked through the whole thing, bit by bit. Then kind of moved on, move on. It's a phase. I have phases completely. I'll kind of move on to the next thing. So then later on, when I started teaching Cillian, Cillian's first phase was kind of, Beatles, Leonard Cohen, Tom Waits, Bob Dylan. He was kind of into that at the start. And then he kind of got interested in Directions and Groove. Now, Directions and Groove were the guys that opened the door for Cillian. Okay, that was a bit of a kind of crossing the Rubicon for him. He kind of got into kind of more fusiony stuff, more funky stuff, more jazz-orientated stuff from Directions and Groove. And then again, as I said, they're kind of post-Tower of Power. And obviously that was a gateway into Tower of Power as well for Cillian. Then he came out to as I said, he approached me for lessons because he wanted to go down that road. So he was taking lessons in the Right Music Centre from me, and he was taking lessons here. Then he was here once, and I had the vinyl of Hot Rats, and he saw it, and he was, that's interesting. Any good? And I said, yeah, it's actually quite good. And he actually got the CD. I came out to my house with the CD and said, I'd be interested in learning some of this. And it was like, okay, because it was kind of a surprise to me because, he went in, from Tower of Power and Directions and Groove kind of into this, kind of migrated into that kind of stuff. So, okay. And luckily I had done it a couple of years before. So we worked through, again, the whole thing. And also Joe's Garage. He liked that quite a bit. We'd work through in sections, little bits at a time, assimilate, inculcate. And again, he would replicate with the band. And when he was doing other projects, he would actually take elements of that and integrate it into the music. So he is very, very au fait with all that kind of stuff and very proficient with it. And the band were quite good.